yes. The power of yes, Carl Powell.
Toastmasters and guests. I've been jazzed to do this all single day. I woke up this morning and I thought, oh, I get to talk. How great is that? And I understand exactly what you mean about that Toastmasters thing, because I got through my 10 speeches in 14 weeks. I was like, I'm getting through this, but it's the last thing I do. So I'm loving being here. The power of yes. Always say yes, because saying no will always stop your flow. I break flow down into an acronym. The acronym is faith, love, optimism, and wisdom. And those are the tools that I use every single day to keep myself up, going, and flowing. I think it is so important that you find your flow, you understand what your faith is, because when those things start to happen, then your life becomes a magnificent journey. Let me tell you about my life, how exciting I am to just get to tell you this today. My life has been this amazing journey. And it was from one yes that was foolish, and that foolish yes just propelled me into the most magnificent career, and I'm going to say magnificent one more time, magnificent career that I could have possibly ever had. I was going to aerobic classes, 1981. My best friend said, let's go to the gym, let's go take some aerobic classes, let's go try this out. So we went in and we took some aerobic classes, and one day the teacher didn't show up. And all the ladies looked around like, who's going to teach the class? And they said, Carl. And I said, yes. And that was my very first yes. Didn't know what I was doing. Can I hear you say yes with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, you're enthusiastic today. The next time I thought about the power of yes, 22 years old, I went to Palm Springs, California, and I went to listen to a speaker. Her name is Mickey Williams. If you don't know her, MickeyWilliams.com, check her out. She's my very favorite speaker. She is absolutely magnificent, and she's outrageous. She just is absolutely outrageous. And what she said that day has stuck with me my entire career. And what she said to me was, if someone offers you a magnificent opportunity, say yes, say yes first, say yes fast, and say yes feverishly. And then figure out what the hell you're doing. Because that's what it's all about, right? You have to figure it out afterwards. So I just learned how to start saying yes. So I went to college, got a job with a gas and electric company. I saw this was a gas and electric building because it was haunting when I came in. And I hated the job. I just absolutely hated my job. And I remember what I did was I got the mail, and every single day I had to take the mail and push it into this time clock. One piece of mail. And I used to cry at my desk like, I hate this job so bad, I don't know what. And I thought I was going to do that for the rest of my life. I really did, because everyone said, this is a great job, you've got to keep it, you're making a whole lot of money. And I was making a lot of money for doing that. But it was really boring. And then one day my boss comes in, and she's looking really sad, and she says, well, the company's having some problems, and we're going to have to make some layoffs, and if you volunteer to get laid off, you'll get $5,000. Is anyone interested? First, fast, feverishly, me, now, let's go. I had no idea what I was going to do next. What am I going to do? So I decided, well, I think I'll give this aerobics thing a go. It kind of looks like a fun thing to do. And I started teaching aerobics. About 15 years into teaching aerobics, it was time to do something different again. And I was sitting in my office thinking, what will I do next? And I heard, you know the fax machine sound? Does anyone remember faxes? Yeah. I'm the only antique in the audience, I don't think so. I got a fax and it says, we'd like you to come to Germany. Move here for a year. I thought, well, that sounds like it's doable. I didn't speak one word. I knew one German word, Gesundheit. I literally had to wait for someone to sneeze to communicate. I was so happy because some days I wouldn't talk all day because I didn't know what to say. So I was in Germany for about a year, and I walked to a dance studio, and they were looking for a hip hop instructor. And so I said, I think I can handle that. So I had Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I had a group of kids, 6, and then they were 8, and then they were 10, and then they ended up being 18 years old, but I was there all day long. And I remember the very first day I went in, I didn't know any German, and a little kid came up to me and he said, "Ich muss verpissen." And I thought, he just didn't say that to me. And then, so I had to scratch my head, is that what he really said? And he just peed.
Oh.
And I thought, time to learn some German real quick. Because it was time, right? He's like, I'm gonna have to learn this German thing. And so I learned my German thing, practiced all of my words. About a year after that, I got invited to go to a convention. I got to teach hundreds of people at a time. I had my German notes already. I knew exactly what I wanted to say. In the middle of the class, we're doing our hip hop, we're moving. I'm like, let's go, hey, ha, I'm having a good time. Everyone is moving, and I scream out, "Alles sitzen?" And no one says anything. And I think, okay, maybe I said the word wrong. And I came back and I said, "Alles spritzen?" And everyone stopped. They looked at each other, and then all of this laughter happened. Well, here's what happened. The first time I asked them, "Is everyone sweating?" And they were just, okay. And then I said, "Is everyone, spritzen is when a man, after the act of making love." And I had mostly women in the audience, so they looked around like, well, not me. So what I want to tell you about the power of yes is when you get an opportunity to do something, whether you think you can do it or not, say yes. Because the least you can do is learn. I went to Germany, I said yes, and I have learned so much. I've gone to Toastmasters, I've learned so much. Thank you all so much for taking the time to listen to me. And before I go, can we say?
Yes.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Our contestants will now leave the room. Our contestants will now leave the room. We have Conrad as our sergeant of arms, and he will lead you to where you're going to be. We have 5 minutes while our contestants prepare.